and where are we? We need your attention. History of Lambyas. Who are the loyal family members of the Lambya and where did they come from? The Nyondos are the loyal family members of the Lambyas. They speak Lambya and occupied a vast land from Mbozi to Ileje in Tanzania and Lambya in Malawi up to Wisi in Zambia. The Lambyas came from Babylon in the Middle East together with Yaos. They traveled together to Israel, Egypt, Sudan, Uganda, Congo, and Tanzania, where they parted. The Lambyas wanted a beautiful land with a lot of wood animals where they could graze their cattle, while the Yaos opted to follow the cool course of Lake Malawi. The Lambyas loved hunting, keeping cattle, and farming. When they crossed into this country, their first settlement was Iwona. In all their travel, they had leaders who led them and fought wars. The Lambyas are peace-loving people who always love to stay at peace with their neighbors, but they are skillful warriors. They don't want war, but once provoked, they fight relentlessly to their bitter end. Lambya was cut off and wrongly divided by the Berlin Conference by Europeans who were scrambling for land in Africa. We now have Myereka in Tanzania, Lambya in Malawi, and Wisi in Zambia. The headquarters for all these kingdoms is Chinunka of Lambya in Malawi. That's where we are right now. Let's see the kings of Lambya. The first king of Lambya for the vast kingdom was King Njeru Mwawulambya. This king, while on the Tanzania side at the place known as Kasasa Mwepero, he saw another man across Songwe River. He decided to cross so that he might meet the man. He crossed and met the man who was eating raw food. King Njeru challenged this gentleman that they make fire, and whoever made fire first became the new king of the land. They agreed and prepared the fire sticks. King Njeru took his fire sticks and put them close to his chest to keep them warm because the place was very cold, while the other gentleman put his sticks on the roof of the house. Next morning, they started the competition and King Njeru won the day. He ordered the gentleman to come and make the fire which he had made. This other gentleman knelt before King Njeru and pleaded with him. Then Njeru's new title changed to Mwawulambya and his name became Mlambya. Mwawulambya then said that he had been doubting about him, Wanilaga. Now he would be known Simwira. These are the people known as Squaces. King Mwawulambya made Squese to be his loyal advisor, in other ways, Inkombe, and he gave him the responsibility of crowning the Lambya kings. The Squaces only came in to crown the chief that has been chosen by Lambya Loyal Council in the Loyal House, Isenje, where the chosen chief is temporarily kept. It should be noted that to be chief's advisor, in brackets Inkombe, and to crown Chief Mwawulambya is a privilege and not a right. It can be revoked anytime. The Lambya Loyal Council chooses someone who is humble, kind, and capable of defending the land from hostile enemies. King Njeru Mwawulambya, the first king, had a strong army and married many wives. While at Iwona, he received 2 men and a woman from Wiwa, who were later on identified as the Smkondas, mostly known as the Siamese. The woman was pregnant and these people were looking for a kingdom. The Lambyas refused to give part of their kingdom, which at that time extended up to North Lukuru River. The king promised to assist them to topple the Simbores, who were the kings of Kalonga. This was done when they had gone for hunting elephants with their king. King Njeru Mwaulambia advised the Siamese to carefully plan that when the boys went for a hunt with their king, a drum should be beaten as a sign of victory. It was a bloodless coup which brought about Kyungu's reign. After some time, the two brothers differed, and one of them came back to Lambyas Empire, where he was shown a place to settle known as Kumpako, in other words, a cave. And this place is the present Kameme. The second king was King Mulelambwa Mwaulambia. He took over as king after the death of his father, King Njeru Mwaulambia. King Mulelambwa Mwaulambia was good at practicing magical power that he could turn himself into a fly or a lizard if confronted by an enemy. Kyung became interested and wanted King Mulelambwa Mwaulambia to travel to Kalonga so that the Kyungu could be taught the art of magic, but Mwaulambia refused. The Kyungu captured his first wife, who was known as Umori. When the commander-in-chief, Cheo, had advanced his troops to conquer Wisi, the land in Zambia, the women revealed all the secrets, and the king Mulelambwa Mwaulambia was captured but refused to go to Kalonga. His head was cut off, carried by one servant of the Kyungu, but when he became tired and they wanted to prepare meals, he asked other friends to put the head down. When they tried to retrieve the head, 3 of them were beaten by the head of the king and got trapped and died there at Mutuwamuntu as you leave Chinunka school going to east up the Misuku Hills. King number 3 was King Cheo Mwaulambia. King Cheo Mwaulambia, the legend and warrior, took over his elder brother Mulelambwa after his death. Cheo came back from his mission of conquering Wisi in Zambia and was crowned as king. He mobilized his troops to go and fight the Kyungu in Kalonga and Mbande Hills. At Mbande Hills, Kyungu surrendered and handed over his daughter, who eventually was found pregnant. He paid a number of cattle, but still there was more balance of four. These wars were fought sometime before the coming of the slave trade and the Europeans. King number 4 was King Mutalama Mwaulambia. When Cheo died, his son Mutalama took over the kingdom as the 4th king. Mutalama had 2 sons, Wimbe and Sampara. King number 5 was King Wimbe Mwaulambia. When King Mutalama Mwaulambia died, Wimbe the son took over as the 5th king. King number 6 was King Nyamba Mwaulambia. After the death of Wimbe, his son Nyamba Mlambia took over the kingdom. He was intelligent and decided to divide the kingdom into 3. He gave the kingdom of Wisi to Muchinga, Muyereka to Mwangurumbi, and Wimbe was given Ulambia. This was to diffuse infighting by brothers. King Nyamba Mwaulambia was known as Mugabacharo because he divided the kingdom. King number 7 was King Mwantendi Mwaulambia. He took over as the 7th king, but died in the Ulambia royal house, Isenje, where kings are crowned. King number 8 was King Mbowe Mwaulambia. He was great-grandson of King Nyamba Mwaulambia, who took over from Mwantendi. King number 9 was King Mwachifumpa Mwaulambia. He was brother to King Mbowe Mwaulambia, who took over from his brother at the 9th king. Then king number 10 was King Zingarupiri Mwaulambia. He was brother to King Mwachifumpa Mwaulambia, who took over as king. King number 11 was King Chinzali Mwaulambia Bwana Pombe. It is from his time that the title changed from king to native authority, abbreviated NA, now known as traditional authority or chief. Bwana Pombe took over as the 11th king in 1917, according to records. King number 12 was King Samson Mwaulambia. He took over as Chief Mwaulambia in 1940 till 1959, when he was removed by the British government as a supporter of Malawi Congress Party and was restored in 1961. He was again removed by the Malawi Congress Party government because he was in favor of the decision of Orton Chirwa, who was regarded as a rebel, to come back in 1976. King number 13 was traditional authority Redson Mwaulambia. He took over from T.A. Samson Mwaulambia in 1978 to 2013 when he died. And now we celebrate today here King number 14, Senior Chief Watson Morris Mwaulambia. Senior T.A. Watson Mwaulambia as the 14th Traditional Authority on 15th November 2020. Lulamaje Kwambula, long live Mwaulambia. Guests of honor, or the deceased from both the countries, traditional authorities or leaders here. In conclusion, we further suggest that the government of the day should certainly establish the House of the Chiefs and a minister to deal with chieftaincy issues. Finally, we are very thankful to His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Magekathi Chakwera, the President of the Republic of Malawi, for elevating T.A. Watson Morris Mwaulambia to Senior Traditional Authority. This has been laid on behalf of Robert Ndundu Mlambia, the Chair for the Loyal Council. Thank you for your attention. May God bless you all.